You should be grateful. Do not look up. Do not think about bettering yourself. Do not think about making enough to buy a house or to support a family on. Do not think about achieving the same dreams that your parents had. You are stuck down in the mud. We are up here in our bunker, and you shall not pass the middle because we've eliminated management. Meta didn't just lay off 8,000 employees and reorganize many more. It is part of a broader initiative, a plan to cut off your access to wealth. We're going to cover the facts of the layoff, and then we're going to get into what their master plan is, which is not what anybody else is talking about right now. First, the facts. We have it from internal sources that we know. Meta sent an email out. If you're working at the company, they said, hey, don't come in on Wednesday. We're going to do layoffs on Wednesday. It would just be easier for everyone involved if you weren't there to create a scene. With your disgusting poverty groveling and, oh, please, I need a salary to pay my mortgage. It's disgusting. We don't want to see it. So go ahead and just don't show up to the office on Wednesday. What we're going to do instead is we're going to send you an email early in the morning, Wednesday morning, and we're going to let you know whether you're going to stay home permanently or if you can come back in Thursday as if nothing happened, as if we didn't just lay off 8,000 of your friends. And as if that wasn't enough chaos, it's like Zuckerberg is sitting back. He's, consulting his shitty AI models that are not rivaling the forefront models. He's talking to Llama, and he's just like, how can I introduce more chaos to my workforce right now? And Llama, the model, comes back and says, instead of just laying off 8,000, King Zuck, you might want to also say that 7,000 employees are going to be reorganized to AI initiatives, despite the fact that your company has no clear AI play, is not a known player in the AI space, and is really just circling the drain at this point with no clear profit motive or way of generating revenue that's interesting. He kicked back in his chair and he said, Llama, that's a great idea. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So not only were you asked to stay home on Wednesday if you were working at Meta, awaiting that email saying, are you going to have a job anymore or not? You're also awaiting another email to see if you are going to be disbanded from your current team and shifted over to working on some inane AI initiative. And if that wasn't enough chaos added on top of additional chaos, the additional level of chaos that's been going on at the company is this AI training data thing. We covered it on this channel a couple of weeks ago. Meta announced that they're going to be using all employee data, your mouse movements, whatever you're looking at online, your online shopping. If you're doing it on a work computer, they're going to pull that data. And we already know that companies are creepy and they're watching everything you do on your work computer, but they're now going to take that and they're going to train AI models with it to replace you by training them based on how you work. And instead of doing this secretly, they just announced it to the company that, hey, we're going to be doing this and you can't do anything about it. The additional chaos on top of that is the workforce is in an uproar, a massive contingent, we're told, from multiple inside sources at Meta telling us that there are posters around the offices. People are hanging things in windows saying to protest this monitoring technology. And of course, you have to imagine if they're monitoring everything that's going on at the company, they know who these people are. So you can bet that the people that are asking you, that are hanging these posters around at Meta saying we got to protest, we don't want AI trained on our employee data, those are the first against the wall when the revolution starts, which it has at 4 a.m. today. Now, the interesting thing that a lot of news outlets, no news outlet is really covering this properly, is the reorganization. I want to focus on that. 7,000 employees reorganized. And the thing that a lot of headlines are missing is that they're cutting managerial roles entirely. Of course, this is still a fluid situation. It's still quite early in the morning. It's about 6 a.m. as I'm recording this. So we don't know how this is going to shake out. But we're hearing early reports that on the org charts, a lot of managers have been disappeared in this new AI org. And that was one of the stated purposes in a leaked memo that they were targeting managers specifically for elimination in this round. And many of you may cheer, and I get that. I've had more bad managers than I've had good managers in my career, but I've had a few very good ones. And I'd like to think that I've been a very good one and also a bad one at different times. And I know that a good manager can force multiply their team, can get them to function. And if you have a decent manager, you have no idea how much BS that they are preventing you from dealing with if you're an individual contributor. At these large mega corporations, the further you go up in the org chart, the more childlike and foolish and emotional the people become. Once you get up to C-suite in a company like this, it's all children. It's all children with zero emotional regulation and zero emotional control. It's huge egos battling it out, never making good or intelligent decisions, just always me, ego versus ego, emotion versus emotion. It's more similar, and I've experienced this at American Express. When you look at those higher levels of power in a large corporation, it's more similar to watching my toddler argue with another toddler than it is watching two adults talk out a problem. Okay, and middle management embodies that. They prevent that from falling down on the team. They make sense out of it. They make the trade-offs. They handle a lot of stress if they're doing their job well, and not all of them are. But they serve as that sort of umbrella layer for their employees to translate this childish bickering into actual deliverables and what you can do to advance your career in those sorts of things. So if you're a good manager, there are a lot of good managers out there. That is what you're supposed to be doing. Meta is saying, no, we're just going to cut them all for this AI org. And this is part of a broader narrative that's going on. It's very, very, very interesting. And I want you to pay attention to it, because this is going to be one of those videos. We're going to refer back to this video over the next 6 months as more companies start to pick this up. If you think this is just FANG level tech, this isn't relevant to me, this is coming to a company near you, no matter how big or how small. This is coming to a company near you, because a lot of the time leadership can be like lemmings at the C-suite level, where they see, well, Zuckerberg did that, or well, Elon did that, and so I'm going to do that too, because that's the way that the market is moving. Of course, it's like a lemming mentality. So please pay attention. Please pay attention, because this is they're not innovating in anything else, but they're innovating in this dark pattern that you're going to start to see everywhere over the next 6 months. This is going to pick up massively. And that's the elimination of any kind of ladder to status, the elimination of any kind of ladder to status. They don't want you, an ordinary stinky meatbag. They don't want you, of non-noble birth, by the way. They don't want you ascending into the leadership class. They do not want it. And when I say leadership class, I don't mean a manager. I don't mean a director. I mean your executive roles. They don't want you in there. And you'll notice over the past 5 to 10 years, huge uptick in leadership, especially that executive leadership, especially in tech, of people in those positions that have no proper tech background. They don't know how to code. Maybe they've worked at a few companies nobody's ever heard of. Their skills are very low. But if they were forced to do a coding interview, they wouldn't get a role at Acme Furniture in the Midwest for their local website design. They just simply do not know or understand tech. They get there because of their relationships. It's become entirely relationship driven as opposed to merit driven. And so the tried and true path that's being closed off to people like you and I now is that you would, in tech or any other discipline, you would climb that ladder, right? You would ascend over time by merit, some relationship building, which is a type of merit because you need to handle relationships the further you go up in the chain, but you would ascend that ladder. And what they've essentially done is like, here is the, entry level through like senior level contributor ladder. And then there's like management staff are in here in this middle layer. And then you have like, VP, CTO, head of like the executives up here. And what Meta has done is they've taken this ladder and they've grabbed like a giant Godzilla. They just kind of grabbed that middle layer and said, you cannot have that. You shall not pass. You cannot climb to that level now. You are either of noble birth, i.e. you know the right people from the get-go, even if you don't have technical acumen or know your systems or know how software works or know how whatever your discipline is works, sales, who knows. It doesn't matter. As long as you have a relationship with those people, as long as you are part of the Epstein class, you can become a C-suite person. You can become an executive at one of these large tech companies. But gone are the days where you could climb the ladder by merit and eventually get there. That is cut off to you now. Meta has fired the first shot here. They have removed that ladder, the middle part of the ladder. They have pulled up the rungs, so you cannot climb to the management, the leadership class anymore through management, through a staff engineer. You cannot do it. You are stuck here down on the bottom rungs in the bottom pay levels. We want to reemphasize, you should be grateful that you have a job. You should be grateful that you have a job. And Meta management is saying that right now. Leadership is saying you should be grateful that you even have a job, that we, out of the kindness of our hearts, would choose to employ you. It's bad out there. Don't look out there. Don't look at other jobs. You should be grateful. That is what they are saying to their employees right now. You should be grateful. Do not look up. Do not think about bettering yourself. Do not think about making enough to buy a house or to support a family on. Do not think about achieving the same dreams that your parents had. You are stuck down in the mud. We are up here in our bunker, and you shall not pass the middle, because we've eliminated management, because we are telling you it is a waste of time. It is a waste of time. I.e., we do not want a vector by which you could ascend to leadership. But there is a small silver lining here, people, and I will tell you what that is. There is a small glimmer of hope. And that glimmer of hope is that this will fail. This will fail long term. They will fail. They will fail. This will work for a short-term gain, just as we've seen layoffs work. Layoffs have worked for a short-term gain up until a couple of weeks ago, when we saw the pattern revert. We covered it on this channel. We would see an executive announce layoffs due to AI modernization, i.e. offshoring and increasing the number of H-1Bs that they would import into the company. We saw the stock price jump after those announcements were made pretty significantly. We saw that happen over and over again, and that pattern is broken. And Meta is aware that the pattern is broken. They're not dumb, as childish as they are. They're not dumb people. They're aware that the pattern is broken. So the new pattern is eliminate middle management, because they're just a waste of time. The reason that's such a popular narrative is everybody from every walk of life, whether you're, kind of sales guy, an engineer, a product manager, everyone's had a crappy manager at some point. So when they hear managers are getting cut, there's an instant spark of joy. You think of that one manager that you're like, I really wish I could just and you think about them getting shafted and fired, and it causes you to feel a little bit of happiness. But what you don't think about is the good managers. What you don't think about is, if you haven't been a manager, you don't know exactly what goes on behind the scenes and how much work that can be if you want to do a good job at it. So you think you become happy that a manager is being laid off. So it's popular with everybody. It's popular with everybody. And the stock price is going to go up. I bet over the next couple of weeks, Meta stock price will go up, because the whales invested in the company are going to see that as like, oh yeah, managers don't do anything anyways. And it's like, even if that were so, that's the long-term incentive for the high performers at the company. Where are the high performers going to go? I'm a very ambitious person. If I see that I do not have a path to better myself, to level up, to make significantly more money for my efforts, I'm going to start my own company, or I'm going to go somewhere where I'm going to be rewarded for that. And if there's no companies rewarding me for it, I'll start my own company. That's what ambitious people do. So you're going to have an exodus, as we've already seen at Meta. All of the talent, all of the brains, all of the industriousness, those sorts of people, they're going to leave out of the company voluntarily. Not maybe as part of this layoff, but as soon as the market picks up a little bit, or they talk to a venture capital buddy and they're like, hey, we'll kick you $1 million for that seed idea, to seed your idea that you've been talking about starting a company for, they are out of there so quick. Just in the same way that when you do layoffs, they always backfire long term. And now finally investors know this, because it takes a while for the ramifications of these actions to catch up with the decision that you do a layoff, you decrease morale. Your employees think that seems pretty random. Like, why try? Like, why not just do the bare minimum to not get fired? You have a whole host of people doing that, and the company continues to degrade. And then you're in the boat that Zuck is in, where it's like, we need another reason to do these layoffs that's going to be popular with our whale investors, the people that have the larger shares invested in our company. So that's what you're seeing now, is Meta is destroying your path to wealth, your path to the leadership. That's what this move is. I would urge you to reject the notion that this is a good thing. Even if you've had mostly bad managers, there are some good ones out there. And I would urge you to instead put yourself in that position to think, what do I want? And if I want to be paid $1 bajillion a year in a huge compensation package, like, I want to be part of the leadership, because it's a winner take all game now. The rest of us don't get paid anything, and we should be grateful to have a job if we're working. As soon as you realize that, you stop settling for that. You realize that I actually have a lot of value as a human. And even if the economy is bad, like, I could start my own business. And I urge you to think of how difficult it is to start your own business, to make your own way. I believe you're capable of it if you're an ambitious and intelligent person. Even if you're just ambitious and you're not intelligent, frankly, I believe you're capable of it. And I would urge you to think of how difficult that is versus how comparatively easy it would be to climb through middle management to director to VP to the C-suite. Very hard, but less difficult than starting a business. And they have removed that option for you. They have removed that option without your consent, without asking you. They have removed that option. But I have to sign off now because as the day picks up, it looks like some clouds are rolling in and I see some big thunder in the distance.